Hey everybody, Mark Haraguchi here at Wealth Without Wall Street with another topic of discussion for you, which is actually starting to become kind of poignant. We are now in this recording is happening in February, so we're into the second semester for school-age children who are now looking at possibly graduating. So one of our clients was asking the question, hey, what are some options for me on funding my child's college? And this is something I think can be really helpful. So I'm going to go through what we talked about and the options that they had set up. So in the very beginning, what they had done is they had said, we know that our child wants to go to college and we would like to provide that for them. So they went and created their own personal banking system for the family. And the stated purpose of that was that so that their child could go to college. So they would then borrow against their infinite banking policy, fund the college, and then repay it. All right, seems like a logical option. But compared to what, right? What are some of the other options out there? And I said, well, if we use this banking system specifically for college, we might be missing out on some other things. For example, we might be missing out on generating some passive income or some other things that could come our way. So I said, well, what if there was an option B? You might not be able to get a loan for some of the passive income ideas you want to do. You also cannot get a loan for retirement. Regardless of what you may think, you cannot borrow your way into retirement because once you retire, you don't have any source of income. So you can't get a loan for retirement. But can you get a loan for school? Yes. So your child can more than likely qualify for a loan for school. So I said, well, what if your child or the student went and got a loan and then went to college? And they said, well, but we still want to honor the agreement we had made to them to pay for school. And I said, well, that's fantastic. What can we do in the interim? Well, we could actually go back to the bank of the family. And what if we invested into some assets, some cash flowing asset, which could then repay the student loan? It's like, oh, okay, cool. Well, that's looking kind of cool, right? Now all of a sudden we're starting to get somewhere. And I said, well, but hold on a second. Let's make it a little bit better. Let's maybe some skin in the game might be a good idea here. Because what if your child went and got the loan and the whole purpose of going to college is to get an education so that you can do what? If that's the case, go get a job. I would say create something. But now we can take a look at this and we still have the bank of the family going and getting that cash flowing asset, paying for the college. But what if that individual can now come back and help pay for it too? Wow, now all of a sudden the coffer gets refilled faster and the system can move even more quickly through the same type of scenario. I would say job or maybe entrepreneur, maybe create something, maybe a business, something that is going to be long lasting, that you're not dependent on somebody else. But hey, there's a lot of really cool jobs out there. I really enjoyed flying airplanes. I wasn't about to buy an airplane or make an airline so that I could fly it. So I was happy to use their airplane to do it. This is just an idea, gang. This is something that I walked through with one couple, and I was sharing it with another one of our friends. And she said, wow, that was actually really helpful because I'd never thought of it on paper like that. So I figured, let's do a quick video. If this is something that piques your interest, if this is something that seems like, wow, that could be really cool, I want to start to think differently. What we're doing, folks, is we're putting into practical application Nelson Nash's infinite banking concept. Remember, the concept is just a concept. It's a mental state of mind. And it's trying to think about, well, we've got a target that this family was looking at, which was college for their son. They have their own banking system. What are some options of ways to solve the same challenge? And that's all it is. So if this is something that piques your interest, come over here to this part. We've got a QR code for you. Would love to hop on a quick call, hear what's happening in your world, figure out what's kind of holding you back. Is there a way for us to help? And if there is, would love to be a part of that with you. So again, Mark Haraguchi, Wealth Without Wall Street. Thanks so much and have a great day.